From the Newsroom at news.com.au.
This is the latest from the Newsroom. It's Monday, December 28th. We'll start in New South Wales, where Premier Gladys Berejiklian has announced no changes will be made to restrictions within Greater Sydney ahead of New Year's celebrations. Here she is on other changes.
Previously, we'd allocated spots along the Foreshore for frontline workers from across the state to be able to come and enjoy the fireworks. Unfortunately, we're going to have to cancel that. We think it's too much of a health risk having people from the regions and from Sydney and from broader regional areas congregate all in the CBD. And the advice to date has to all of us been try to avoid the CBD. And so on New Year's Eve, we're going to say to those frontline workers we'd previously invited, we'll find another opportunity during the year to recognise what you've done. So on New Year's Eve, we don't want any crowds on the foreshores around Sydney whatsoever. However, if you have a booking for a restaurant or another hospitality venue, so long as the 4 square metre rule is in place and those venues have COVID-safe plans and you have a permit from Service New South Wales, you will be allowed into those venues in the CBD.
You can stay across our live coverage on news.com.au or by downloading the news.com.au app from your app store. To sport, and tennis fans down under have been dealt a crushing blow as Roger Federer's team revealed he plans to skip the Australian Open. The Swiss maestro will miss the first Grand Slam of 2021 as he continues to recover from 2 knee operations. Federer's manager, Tony Godsick, said the tennis legend won't rush back to the court for the tournament at Melbourne Park, which is scheduled to begin on February 8. The Australian Open was supposed to begin in January, but because of pandemic-related complications, was pushed back until early Feb. It was hoped the delay would give Federer enough time to recover from his injuries and take part in the major, but sadly, this isn't the case. Overseas now, and US President Donald Trump has signed into law a coronavirus relief and spending package bill, which will avert a government shutdown. The president had initially refused to sign the bill. The delay meant that millions of Americans temporarily lost unemployment benefits. The relief package, worth US $900 billion, was approved by Congress this morning after months of negotiation. Had Mr. Trump not signed the bill into law by next Monday, a partial government shutdown would have begun. And we'll finish with showbiz news. And Hilaria Baldwin, wife of Hollywood actor Alec, has quit social media for an indefinite amount of time after it was revealed she had faked her Spanish heritage for the past decade. Several former classmates recently came forward to confirm that Hilaria was, in fact, raised in Western Massachusetts by professor parents without a hint of a foreign accent. The online frenzy over Hilaria's heritage was sparked on December 21 when a woman tweeted, "You have to admire Hilaria Baldwin's commitment to her decade-long grift where she impersonates a Spanish person." Here's some of what Hilaria posted on her socials.
Ultimately, this boils down to this idea where this is a country of a lot of different cultures. And I think that we can be different parts of ourselves with different people. And I'm somebody who I feel really lucky that I grew up with 2 cultures. I grew up speaking 2 languages. I grew up, did I always do it well, through your awkward years and, trying to be more this or be more that. I've said some things about she's a white girl. Yes, I am a white girl. And let's be very clear that Europe, has a lot of white people in there, and my family is white. I'm, ethnically, I am a mix of many, many, many things.
And do you want the chance to win $1,000 each week? Play the daily quiz at news.com.au/quiz and the cash could be yours. And that's it from the Newsroom. We'll have another update tomorrow morning.
Your headlines from news.com.au.